All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. We've got my friend and co-host on this one, Blake Petska from Beverly Hills. Even though it looks like you're at the Griffith Observatory, dude.
Yeah, same thing. All the same area.
I love it, dude. I love it. Well, thanks again for being on. I can't do this without you. I don't think I can do like a tenth of it without you. So thanks, man.
Absolutely. Happy to be here for sure.
Today we're going to be talking about automation and social media. And we're going to be touching on those points on Blake's screen there, Sell, Teach, Advice, You. And we've created an acronym from it so that you can remember. And once you see it, you'll be like, got it. All right, Blake, I'm going to send it over to you, man, and you can get this started.
Appreciate it. So yeah, that's exactly what we're doing here. I actually kind of took a big cue from you on this one, Tristan. You had put out that social media calendar, kind of given just like really solid kind of touch points that we could be doing every single day, using that this little acronym here, right? Sell, Teach, Advice, You. So I figured what we could do, we kind of go into designs, all right? And so let's make some content and we'll just go, off of those four. And then we'll kind of circle back and show you how we can automate and schedule it all.
Perfect, dude. Let's get it.
Cool. So I'm going to go and jump into command as always, right? So we're going to go to agent.kw.com. There we go. Agent.kw.com, using our regular KW login to get that going. And then we're going to start in the design section. So if we've never been there before, we're going to open up the KW kind of side list here. Okay. And then we're going to go down to designs. Little tablet with a pen.
Good. Easy designs.
Mm-hmm. So now if you've never had a design made before, maybe you're fresh to this, this page is going to be blank, but that's totally fine. You can click around here. You're probably not going to find anything. So what we're going to want to do is just this bottom right-hand corner, this blue plus sign.
Okay.
We're going to click on that, and we're going to choose the type of design that we want to create. Okay. So today, specifically, right, we're just talking about social media content.
Easy.
So easy enough, social.
Perfect. Next. So far, that's like 3 steps, dude.
You following along so far?
Yeah, so far it's so good.
Haven't lost you?
Not yet.
Perfect.
So far, so good. I like this screen right here. I love this.
I like the design template library. It's very aesthetically pleasing. This is where we kind of house all of the templates, all the content that we can actually use for ourselves. So we kind of see it broken down into categories here on the left. So This one is just kind of regarding the KW app. We kind of set out these templates that we could use, but we dig deeper and they get a lot more custom, right? So we have our listings where we could look at for sale, just listed, price update, very kind of niche, right? But what's cool about this is that every kind of category, they have each format that you need. So this one's for Facebook, but we go across here, Instagram stories, LinkedIn, Twitter. So we can have this formatted, exactly right for whatever social media platform we're putting this on. There's absolutely nothing I hate more than, coming across a post and the photo's way overblown. And so you have to, click out to see it, zoom in and out. So we're just trying to make really, pleasing stuff here.
I like it, dude. So far it's clean. I love this. And we've seen this page before, so I love that you brought this back.
There's a lot to dig into here for sure. So you could always kind of come back for new. So let's go and start first letter here. So we're talking about sell. Easiest way, I'm just thinking promote a listing. Maybe something that sold, like it just sold this house. And then we can talk about maybe one of our favorite features on the house.
Okay, I like that.
Cool. So let's just go into listings and then we can look at our just sold templates. We can kind of see all the other options we have here. Maybe let's go one for Instagram. Then we just choose a template that we like. You seen one pop out? Seen one that you like?
Yeah, let's go with, I love the one that says sold in 10 days right underneath. Or the one to the right of that. Either one of those is really good for social.
I'm into this sold in 10 days one for sure.
I like that one, dude.
All right, so we're going to click use, and then we're going to be brought to this KW editor here.
All right, while that's popping up, I have a couple questions
Please.
here that I can answer.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are wondering if we can see you or hear you, we cannot. This is the webinar portion of Zoom. So we can only see anything that you chat on in the chat box or questions that you ask, and we'll do our best to answer all of them. Looks like we've got about 100 people on the webinar side of this, so I'm pretty sure we'll get to everybody. And then Tracy's got a question. Why does my templates page only show Instagram? I think I have all the socials tied to my profile. Any answers to that one, Blake?
Yeah, so my guess is you're probably just looking at that KW app one. And so for that KW app, they only do have the Instagram formats, but play around with some of those other categories and you should see everything pop up.
Perfect. And do we have any coming soon templates?
There are some coming soon templates, but here's a little hack here, right? So we take a template that's for sale and then we change the for sale to coming soon. And now it's a coming soon template.
Oh, easy, dude. And then for those people that joined in a little late, can we go back to step one really quick, just so we can go boom, 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 and show how you got to where you're at?
Absolutely, yeah. So we're going to agent.kw.com.
Cool.
Hang on.
Let me close out my window too. There we go. We'll get here really fast, guys. Just show you.
There we go.
All right, let's do it.
So we're gonna go to command, right? Agent.kw.com like we usually do. And then we're just going to go and look at the applet on the side that's designs. So this is where we go for like all of these created templates that we're using.
Okay.
And once we're here, right, bottom right hand corner, blue plus sign, and then we can choose the format that we want. So we're doing social media, so we're clicking social and hitting next, and then it's going to redirect us, and then that's how we open up the library. All right, and so then from there, we just chose along the side, and then we chose our lists. Yeah, see right here where it's only Instagram.
Easy.
For the app, just for sale. Then you have the other ones. So we're doing the just sold. We're going to do this one. So we click over, and so we can start to edit it here. Cool.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so all I see we have a KWDBA name up in the corner. So let's definitely swap that out. So let's delete it, and then we can bring in our own logo. So easy enough, right? We have our logos on the side. We could definitely just use a company one too if we don't have any preloaded. But if we have our own logos, that's perfect. Otherwise, we're just coming to this KW and we can just bring one of these in.
Love it, dude. Easy.
That's the easy way for sure. And so let's say sold. Do you want to do it sold in 10 days? What do you think?
Yeah, I think just leave it there. Right?
Okay, perfect.
Just so people can see this and we can get through everything else.
Definitely. And so all we have to do is swap out that photo now, right? So
Easy.
Either we have that photo saved somewhere on our desktop, somewhere that we can kind of easily access it.
Yep.
So let me just go and pull in one because we're going to show KWLS in a different example. So I'll save that one.
Okay.
So
good.
let's just go ahead and I'll go and add and then upload from my computer.
All right.
Just
Yes.
I have it saved. Nothing special on this one, but I got some houses just preloaded. So we import that image. And then let's see, we can take it and then just hit this use as background.
Okay. Easy. Oh, that's the easiest way to do it.
That's the best way to go when it's kind of taking up that whole template. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So for those people that are just wanted us to go through a little bit slower, if you wanted to change the picture, where would we go again? Going back to, let's say it was back to what you originally had it at.
Definitely. Yep. Let's go. Boom. Okay. So when we click on this, right, we see this images little tab right here.
Yep.
So this is where we can actually import things in. So we either pull them from like a Google Drive, but what I did is actually just uploaded from my computer.
Because you had it saved on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. So if this is a house we sold, odds are we have a folder somewhere on our laptop with some photos. So I clicked upload, went and sourced it from my computer, and then uploaded it just right here to the library.
Easy.
So once it's uploaded, all we have to do is actually hover over it.
Okay.
So like in this case, we can use this little icon where it says use as background.
Yep. That's the easiest way to do it, everybody.
Easiest way.
Don't do it the other way. That'll save you a ton of time.
Definitely. And let's see. What do you think? That one's good to go?
Dude, that one looks super sick. I thought for a second that the white letter would stand out because it would kind of mesh with the white paint of the house.
Yeah.
But it looks good, man. It looks very good. I mean, let's see what it would look like if we just do the number 10 in red or sold in 10 days in red. Let's see how that would look. Either one.
Okay, I like it. Let's go with the 10 in red.
Yeah.
So all I have to do to change that text, right? So I just click on it, and then up here on the options bar, I find that fill color.
Yep.
And then we can pull in that red.
Ooh, that really stands out, dude. I don't know though. I still kind of like the white though, but
I'm a fan of the white. I like that.
Yeah, it's simple, but you know what? If you want some options, there you are. Let's go back to white. I like the white. I mean, dude, if you want to really get deep into this, we could keep the 10 and then do a shadow of it, kind of make it pop up more like 3D-ish, and that would look pretty sick. Or we can even do that with the 10.
I do like that idea. Let's see.
Let's see if we're able to do that here. I just wanted to mess with you now.
All right, ready?
Yeah, do it. Oh, look at that. You thought of it. Now you're going to...
So let's go. Let's move this one over. And then, I'm going to confuse everybody. We're going to layer it back one. So we're going to send it backwards.
Okay, good. Oh, sickness. Now it stands out even more. I'm going to choose that one, dude.
I like that one. I'll agree with you on that. That was a good call. So I'm going to lock that in. I think that's good. So
hey guys, if you missed this is recorded, so you can slow that part down. It's on our YouTube channel. I put in the link in the chat box, but that's sick, dude. I love that one.
That was a good call. So to kind of finish this off, I'm actually just going to rename it just to make it a lot easier to kind of come back to in the future, or even just to locate it, on my computer. So this one was called Hercules. So I'm going to say just sold dash Hercules. Good to go. And then to save it, we have this download icon top right corner. Click on it, and then the first option is a JPEG, so I can start that download. It'll say preparing up here in the corner for a while, and then it'll say download ready, and then we're good to go.
Perfect, dude. All right, so we've got our first piece ready.
Knock it out. So I'm gonna hit the top left, there's a back arrow, and that'll just take us back to the template library. So
okay.
that's 100% what I want to do. So if I'm like on a roll making designs, I'm just going to keep going back here just to kind of stay in that zone.
Got it.
So let's go down.
Back and forth.
Exactly. So what do we got next? We got teach.
We got teach. So if you're joining us a little late, we have an acronym so that you stay on target for social media. It's STAY. The acronym is STAY, and it's behind Blake's area there. He's got sell. Wait a second. You got an LA Dodgers hat on.
Yeah. So check it out. So I had a San Francisco Giants hat on, but then it looked kind of just weird with like Griffith Park in the background and downtown. And so last second I had to make that swap, and I was like, I love
when you brought up the San Francisco Giants. You're like, the San Francisco Giants.
I had 49ers.
So I'm so glad. That makes me happy. I'm like, okay, Dodgers fan. All right, so the acronym is STAY, and it's sell, teach, advice, you rotate daily from that so that it doesn't get tiring. So right now we're going into teach. We just did sell. You saw that piece. We sold it in 10 days. Now we're going into teach. All right, Blake, back to you.
Perfect. Okay, so for teach, you had a lot of really good options on your social media calendar, but one of the best ones I thought that we could do is kind of just educating about, statistics for the real estate market in Los Angeles.
Oh, yes.
So what I want to do is actually kind of utilize one of these new designs that they've put up. There's this whole category here called Pivot Shift Ahead. They're all kind of like really specific to, what's going on. And, they have the meeting backgrounds, which is, how I kind of got this one. But if we click over to Instagram, we see all of these really nice little templates that they've put out, specific for COVID times, right? And we're going to dive into one of those in a second, but the one I really love are down here, these how's the market. These are like 24-hour market snapshots. Obviously we can make these whatever we want, but kind of what they're intended for is just a quick little update on the numbers on the MLS. So we're going to use this one. and we're going to brand it. We're going to make it a little bit more personal. And then this is what we're going to ultimately put out.
I like that. Now, guys, if you have here what Blake is showing you, you can change the colors if you have specific colors that are your brand. I know, Blake, where you're at, there are so many different brands in that Beverly Hills office, right?
For sure.
So
yeah.
You can change it up right here.
People with purple, people with like this really light blue.
Yes.
Somebody has, we're all over the place.
It's so true. But that's the cool part, right?
That it is. And that's, yeah, exactly. And to your point, we have that brand kit we put together. We have those kind of colors we can always go to. It makes it really simple. So we can actually do that, right? So we have this red block here. So if I click on this, I can start to make those changes. And so we have our fill color. And so I'm gonna circle back to this, but these are like the regular template colors that they use for everything. Yep. But right here, we have this switch to library colors.
Okay.
And then I have these are like mine, right? So these are the colors that I programmed into my brand kit so I could have access to all the time. So
Dude,
everything's very consistent.
that you did that. So that's beautiful. If everybody took a look at that, please, can you repeat that so people can understand that that's an option as well? Because if you have brand colors, you need to go there. And I love how they spell the word colors, because that's the British way.
Colors.
Yeah, because that's how I learned how to spell colors. Because my mom got me a British dictionary when I was a kid. So
that's a good.
I was screwed for a long time.
You were a very proper little kid.
Dude. Terrible.
What's your favorite color?
Dude, theater, it was theater, and
there we go.
color.
Yeah,
it was so many messed up things. So I don't want to get into that. All right, so back to you, Blake.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought this idea of a brand kit up. So when we're looking at like these templates and we're on this screen, we see on the right side here, there's this little button where it says library. So this is where we're actually going to kind of set up our brand kit ahead of time. And so we can go into this, right? So basic things like details, contact info that we want to add in like on a regular basis.
Easy.
Images, so your headshot, I included just some like really nice background images that I use on a regular basis. That's how I got the background here.
Nice, nice.
Right. Our logos that we enter in.
My favorite one.
Take that one out. Yeah.
My favorite
your
one.
OVO ones.
Corner.
But then we see here this brand kit. And so this is where it gets really specific. So we can choose these colors that show up every single time. So we can really make this personal. And then if we want to take it a step further, we could even do fonts, which is kind of a crazy thing on its own.
That's awesome, dude. I love that.
Definitely. And kind of setting this up ahead of time kind of makes it just a lot easier when we dive into these templates, just to get your brand, your kind of marketing all kind of consistent. So any template that you use, you can have it look the same on your social media, which I love.
Awesome. And look, I'm going to pause you there because it was a great question right now that was asked. Okay. Say, look, these say Instagram on it. Mm-hmm. And so just because it says Instagram, it doesn't mean you can't use it anywhere else. And I certainly do. A lot of the stuff I post to stories on Instagram, to Facebook and Facebook stories, and to LinkedIn comes from that little section. So just definitely use it everywhere that you can. Don't just think it's for Instagram. Even though it's a square, it can be used everywhere. Definitely. Good question. Good question, Roz.
That is a good question, because I definitely kind of tend to just default to those squares because they look good on multiple platforms.
Yeah, and so many different options too, because it's so small. You can text that to people, right? So
exactly,
it's really good. I like it.
It's a lot more flexible. But yeah,
and if you're into Pinterest, dude, imagine that.
You a Pinterest guy?
Nah, I never really got into it, but these are so good. You could use some of these on Pinterest.
Yeah, absolutely. You could build some nice boards with these.
Wait, are you into Pinterest?
Oh, I'm a huge Pinterest guy.
Oh, dude, we need to do a whole thing on Pinterest.
Oh yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Okay, I'm into that. Mine's just like all sneakers and like
and hats.
Like hats, sneakers, and baseball. That's kind of my Pinterest board.
I love it.
All right, so let's get back to editing the template here. We're going to use those brand colors that we just set up. Right, so we just talked about editing the square here. So I click on this, and then I just have to edit this fill color.
Okay.
And so this is a little confusing, right? But we have our template colors, and so we actually just have to click right here on our library colors. And then one last little step here is from default to mine, right? And so then we can choose from here. So we go with that baby blue.
Boom.
Now we're locked in.
That looks
So
so
now
sexy, dude.
I love these, yeah. And so now I want to change out this market data. The best way to do this is actually just to log into your MLS and scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a little 24-hour market update there. You could even set some filters and parameters if you want to make it more specific.
Yeah.
But the default there is going to be 24 hours in LA. So new listings, 150. Let's say we just go to the typewriter here and we can make that adjustment. Maybe it was a little bit less, right? 77.
Yep.
And we hit save changes there. And we just kind of go down, make whatever changes we have to. And then I'll call that good. They do have this little source here at the bottom. So I'll open up the typewriter on that. So this says updated, and then it's the date, information taken from source. So you could definitely update this. I'll just go and say information taken from MLS. Perfect.
Easy.
And then we can come down, do the things that we normally do, right? Put in our own logo. Since I set up my brand kit, I'm going to go ahead and let's get that Beverly Hills one in there.
That was a really nice one.
Boom. All right. And then we got to swap out the photo. All right. So like I showed you, so we have my library where I've uploaded a few kind of default ones that I go to.
Yep.
But if I wanted to browse stock photos, I can just look through this company folder.
Okay.
So this one, we have some house types.
Cool.
And so, let's kind of look down. Maybe we want to use this one. Cool. And so if it's not the whole page, right, we don't want to use it as a background. So I can click on the photo, hover over it, and we see where it says replace image.
Yep.
Lock it in.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
And we can even reposition it if we wanted to. We click on it, reposition. We can kind of see how that looks.
Nice.
I love it. So now one more thing I want to do for this, right? So we're kind of giving this nice little update into the market, but I want to maybe have a little bit of action on the back end of this. So we could say if we want more specific, more hyper-local updates, they could download our app. And so that's kind of where I want to direct people. And so what I want to do, inside of this company folder still, they have these app images. And they're actually just a lot of really cool kind of stock photos of, phones with the app, different kind of displays. So what I would even do is, take one of these and then add it into my image.
That's a really good idea because you're always promoting your app at that point. You could even put the link there.
That's exactly it. So we'll throw that app in there, maybe a little text. Actually,
so Blake, that's actually really good here in this case, because people can't click on the link that's on Instagram. I would put in a text because we have a texting feature as well, right? So text like this, and that's what I would put right there.
Oh, so text the code. Oh, I like that. That's perfect.
Yeah. That's what I would probably do. So you could just make up whatever, but you've got a code there. Everybody's got a code.
It'll look like this.
You got it.
It won't be that long, but 2, and it's like 7, 5, 7, 3, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 10, something like that.
Something like that. You would know it more than I would.
Yeah. Boom. And then we have that.
That's nice sexy, dude.
And so I don't know if you noticed what I did there, but so instead of putting in a new text box, because when we pull it in, boom, it's kind of clunky. And so what I did is I actually just took this one and then copy and pasted it. So it's the same size, same text, and then that way it's a little bit more consistent on the design. Nothing more off-putting than 3 different fonts on the same social graphic.
Perfect. And for those that are wondering where we got that code, once we're done here, we'll go and show you where that is exactly. It's super easy to get there. Just be patient with us.
Definitely. Or that one's on YouTube, right? Where we went over the consumer app.
Yeah, we did. Hold on. Let me grab that.
Cool.
We did smart plans. We did the landing pages. I'll find it and I'll put it up there. But
no worries. Yeah.
Towards the end, we can definitely
we'll go through it. Yeah. All right. So I'm good with this one. What do you think? Anything else to add?
I like it, dude. It looks really nice, simple, easy, to the point. I
Perfect.
mean,
All right.
if you guys want to add your personal information there, right, you can do that too. This is
Definitely, yeah.
this is more for the office type of thing, right, for Beverly Hills. So you can definitely do it and customize it to your personal brand too. But this is awesome, man.
Definitely. So I renamed it 6/5/2020 update. And then same thing, I can just download JPEG, start that download, and we're good to go. There's our T.
Love it. All right. So far we've gone through sell and teach. Easy. Now we're going to go into advice and then talking about you and who you are. So let's go into advice, dude.
Okay, so advice, total gimme. We see these kind of templates that we have here for the pivot shift ahead. A lot of these are just daily tips. So I'm really just going to try to utilize these ones. So this is talking about build your own backyard utopia, different plants that we could be putting in, socially distant road trip. Let's see what else we have. Anatomy of a perfect home office. A lot of really good ones here. 5 ways to help. Let's see, quick ways to budget. So let's just go and let's see which one I had in mind. I'm a big fan of shrubbery. So we're going to do the how to build a perfect backyard utopia.
I love that, dude. One of my agents loves gardening. So this is beautiful.
So, we're talking about, our cooking amenities and what we can be putting out there, the water features, fun and games, and scenery. And so what I can do, I can actually start to kind of customize this, brand it to me. It's simple things like taking out the logo, adding in my own. If we had that, perfect. We could add any other information. But in my mind, these are pretty much ready to go, right? Like, so these are...
You don't have to change much on this one.
Not at all. It's just social media ready content. So things like this, I'm not overthinking at all. I think this is good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and hit download on that and save it to the computer.
So you can start downloading now. What does it download by default as? As a JPEG, as a PNG? What does it download as?
It defaults as a JPEG, which is amazing because that's exactly what we're going for here.
Perfect.
Yeah, PNG and PDF are the other options, but for this, no worries.
So right here, once you download it on your computer, you can post it up anywhere you want, or you can even text it to some of your clients too. It's a really good piece like this one. Hey guys, getting ready for summer. Here's a really cool piece our team put together. Text it to maybe 5 or 10 of them. This is really nice, dude.
Definitely. So that's what I got. We could kind of cycle through these. There's a lot of different options. So take a look, kind of explore those. But it's definitely kind of just a great engagement. Just a nice kind of offer.
Yeah, and with advice, everyone, as you're going through the advice section, you can also use quotes. You can also use things that inspire other people. That's the whole purpose of the advice section. And this page right here, you can go through this and find so many things. There's a lot of things on that one. So next, you want to jump into you?
Let's do it. Yeah. So kind of along the same lines, right? So you had really great ideas for advice. I couldn't find anything to totally match. Same with you. You was something that was kind of personal there. And so there's no simple solution for like a template for that. So what I did, a little bit of a workaround here. So do you remember last week when we were talking about featured listings?
Yes.
And you had brought up how you would see like a best deals in LA, 10 best values. So this is what I put together here. Okay, I made it a little bit personal. So this is Blake's favorite homes for sale in LA. And so these are 10 homes that personally I just really like. Nothing really to that, no science, just 10 homes that I like. So it's a little bit personal from me. And so then I was kind of thinking of how we can relay this to a social graphic. And so the idea that I kind of came up with here is that we're going to do almost like a countdown.
Cool.
So I'm going to just kind of use it more of a generic one. So we can go to listings for sale. Let's look in that Instagram category. Let's go ahead and let's use this one. Okay. And so, and what I love about this designer, there's a lot of these templates that are just ready to go, right? But we do have that like ability to make this totally our own. We could come in here, delete this out, add our own text, really kind of shake things up. So
Yes.
I'm gonna do that a little bit here. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna do just like one of these. So I'll enter in the address. It was like 202237 Pacific Coast Highway.
Okay. Oh, wow. I think I know which one that is, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work the Malibu area, so I know
Oh,
I know
okay.
where that is.
That's perfect because yeah, we're
It's
gonna
about
kind
time you
of.
use Malibu.
I
Can you
know
stop
I've been
using
I've been
Mount
sleeping on the
Olympus?
coast.
Jeez.
I've been biased.
Dude, totally unfair.
So yeah, I'll swap in all the details for that. The bed, bath, square footage count, and then same thing like we've been doing for the other ones, just swapping in that photo. So
Nice.
the best way I think to do this, right, if we don't have the photos actually on our computer, is to come down to the KWLS here, and we can actually search through, for different listings and use the photos that are already associated there.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and search. We're just going to search for the property address. Can't spell.
Don't worry, I can't either. I get things confused all the time.
There we go. This is our guy. So these are the photos that I want to use. So just like we did before, where I click on it and then I replace that image.
Cool.
And so now that's what we're working with.
Ooh, that's further down, dude. I know where that's at.
Okay, very cool. This is one we've had in our office for a little bit. It's a really nice house. And so what I'm doing, right, we're doing like a countdown. So I'm kind of explaining the 10 favorite houses. So I want to do like a 10, 9, 8. So what I'm going to do is hit my text.
Cool.
We'll add in something else, just a title. And then I'm just going to make this say number 10. We can obviously like scale this down.
That's such a good idea, man.
Appreciate that. Super simple too. And then it's kind of it covers a lot of bases. We're sending people to our site.
So good. Such a great idea.
And so I'm good with that. So there's our number 10. We have that kind of locked in. And so this is what we can do. So I can download this one just like we have all the others. Download, it's going to prepare. And then all I want to do is like from the same screen is just kind of swap out the different photos and information and then just kind of build out the list that way, right? So it's like if we have a different listing, I'm not going to make us sit there and do it all, I promise.
But it looks good, dude. Great job.
So like we have this house here, right? And so we swap that out, change the 10 to a 9, update the information, and then we hit download. And so what I'm really trying to accomplish here is that when they see it on social media, it's going to be consistent, right? So if they're swiping through on Instagram, the template is going to remain the same while just the picture on the inside kind of flips in and out. And I think that's really cool. So that's what I'm going to go with. And so I've actually already kind of done the rest of the work behind the scenes. So I won't show anything there. So that's all the templates. And so now it's actually just a matter of going in and scheduling them, kind of setting it up for automation. Anything you wanted to add there? Any questions?
There's a couple of questions there. Some people are asking, well, how can I promote this if it's not my listing? Look, you're just choosing homes, and you're showing which ones are your favorite. And if you want to be extra safe on it, if they're not part of your brokerage, like the good thing is we're all Keller Williams here, so it's pretty easy. But if they happen to be outside of Keller, just put it in really small letters who the listing belongs to and what office it belongs to. And you should be fine because we do that through the IDX and MLSs as well when we're promoting properties on our website. But dude, I love that property. It's still available. I need you to connect me to that agent because I want my team to have an open house on that one.
100%. I got you.
We've been driving by that all the time. So thank you. All right. So
cool.
Do me a favor. Let's go into showing how to get the text information for the app.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfect. So we're going to go into command. I'm going to open this up.
And then while you're doing that, I'm going to pull up
actually
the landing pages one that we did which
Perfect.
was really good. So guys, we did one on landing pages, and I'm going to share that with you in the chat group because somebody asked me or asked us here, where would they lead to if they're going to click for more information about the property or about any property in general. So just going to put that in the chat.
Perfect.
There you go, guys. Go ahead and watch that, subscribe, click the little bell, make me happy. Blake's relogging into Command. And while we do that, we have a few questions here. I'm guessing we need agents' permission to use their listings. Yes. Good question. Are these examples to build landing pages or to build brochures? These are examples, Linda, to build your content for social media. So we went through the acronym STAY, just to remind you of the things you need to do, which is sell, teach, advice, you, and then you rotate again. We recommend that you go and use this on the social media outlet that you prefer, that you go to mostly, and then start getting into a pattern of doing this routinely. Great question, Linda. Coco, and you will be posting this later, you guys. Thank you, Coco. We appreciate you. She's a fan of both of us. She said she likes your hat more, though. I'm joking, Coco. You didn't say that. I just added that for you. But yes, this will be posted by tomorrow to our YouTube channel there. And Raz, what Blake is doing now, we need realtor's approval. Correct. You do. Broker's approval. What other questions do we have here? I think the rest is Nancy, you're asking how do we email to our CRM? We did a whole thing on that, and it should be on our YouTube channel. If not, I'll check and I'll post it up there. It is perfect.
It's up there, yeah.
Awesome. We do have to get permission. Great. All right, good. A lot of these were, don't we have to get permission? Yes, we do. Do me a favor. If you don't get permission, just put their information there at the bottom and you're fine. You don't have to get information. You don't have to get permission from the agent or the broker if you're saying, hey, these are my top 10 and this is the listing agent. Mm-hmm. You don't have to get permission if you do that. So you guys are okay for that. How did Blake set up the collection of his favorite homes? That was by choice. I mean, he just picked them. Blake, how did you do it? You just picked them, right?
I think like practically, right? Like actually turning it on, kind of like using the consumer app.
Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. So it's a 2-in-1. For the link, the featured listings is right there as well.
Perfect.
Do you want me to show that off real quick?
No, because then we won't have time to show the
automation. Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. I think we're good. I think that was it. We got almost all the questions up, answered. And just show us that little text thing, and then we'll go into the automation portion.
The text thing. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So for those of you that were asking, where do I find the text me for my app? He's going to show you exactly where to go right now. This way you have that information.
Yeah, so when you're on your command account, right? So we're going to go down to the consumer tab, very, very bottom of the screen here. That's where we go for everything, website, app, right?
Easy.
And then from here, top right corner, we see site and app settings.
Boom.
So we're going to jump into that.
Step 2.
And then we see all these tabs along the bottom here. URLs is where we're going to be kind of focusing on.
Step 3.
And so we have our app URL, right? So we're gonna copy this. I'm gonna go and open up a new tab and open this up.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And so this is gonna be like our customized landing page specific for the agent. Kind of where we're guiding our clients to download our app ultimately.
You got it. And this is what it looks like. As soon as it loads up.
That's perfect.
There we go. Now
so a little egg on my face here. So it looks like there's not that option for the code, but
they took it off.
We do saw that option to send the link here. And it looks like, yeah, exactly. No code, but we can still send that in.
Easy. So this is where the consumer would go when they click on the link. And if
Hmm.
you go back, Blake, to how you got to that section, it's really 3 steps. So he's going to go to the bottom there, the consumer section, scroll down, click it. He's going to click it. And then as soon as he clicks it, it's going to take him to this section. Easy. Going to go to site and app settings. Click it again. That's 2 steps. And then you see the options here. You've got general, URLs, featured listings, theme, and site pages. You're going to click on the URL section. Click it. As soon as you have that, that's the 3rd step, and look at it. App URL is right there. You can go ahead and copy it and use it. And when you click on it, it'll take you to where Blake showed you previously, that screen where you just enter your phone number as a consumer and you get a link to download the app. So all good. All right, Blake, let's get right into automation, man. It's not a big portion of this, but it's so easy. I didn't want to skip over it either.
Definitely. No, it's crucial. We got to kind of complete that cycle. So we're going to go to the applet called Campaigns.
Cool.
We kind of dove in there in the past, but we're going to be focusing just right
Little
there to the
megaphone
megaphone
section.
Little megaphone.
Love it.
And so we can click over. We can check out this social post category. Let's give it time to load here. And so what we're going to actually connect are right here. We can see the social posts, Facebook and then Twitter. So those are the 2 options that we can actually schedule right now. So we're going to go to social posts. We can create a new campaign. And then we just choose regular social posts, right? So when we're not doing social ad paid this time, we just want regular posts going up on our business pages. So social posts. And then it's going to work almost the same way, right? Where we're just going to go down this list and make sure that everything's brought in. Kind of the cool thing here. So the easiest way to do this. So we've been kind of working inside of our design library. And so now when I go to upload my design, I can actually just 1 click, hit browse design library. Then it's going to pull up everything that I've made in the past here. And so we can, right here, Backyard Utopia. Perfect.
Easy.
We'll get that to lock in. There we go. We're going to see if we can crop it. Square, best for most placements. Perfect. And so now we have that in there.
Okay.
And we can write the text. Yeah, let's say, build your own backyard utopia. And then for these ones is kind of something like this. I would make it a little bit more interactive and say something like, let me know in the comments how you would create your own. And these are just kind of like little one-off, right? These are our advice ones. These are just kind of the templates that we're pulling in. So these are going to be just kind of quick, easy social media posts that we're putting up. And so I can schedule this one out. Let's go ahead and go with our schedule here. So stay. So let's go and say, starting next week, 15 is going to be our S, 16 is our T, and so then the 17 is our A. So we're going to schedule it for the 17th to go out at 10 a.m. What do you think is the best time?
Usually in the morning. If you're going to post it up to Instagram, anytime before 9 a.m. So
Cool.
I'd say like 8:30, 9 a.m. is good. Both of those are good.
Let's go 8:30. Very cool. So now that we have that, we can actually choose which account we're putting it on, whether that's just Facebook or we can do Facebook and Twitter. And then all we have to do is schedule post. So something kind of cool here, if we click this box to create another before we hit schedule post, it's just going to redirect us right back to the same page, just to make it really easy to just kind of keep kind of plugging and chugging here.
Okay, cool.
A really cool view though. So I'm going to show this naturally. So before we click into create a new campaign, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Just on this regular social post tab, where we actually almost see like a calendar. So we see, this week, we could look to next week, and we should have a post already made here. Oh, there we go. Oh, so I scheduled that for today. So that's totally fine. And so that's what we can see there. And so if we're kind of going here, let's go to next week. And then now we see this list: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so
Okay.
for Monday, we could hit create a social post and then just really quickly kind of set it up here. And so I can upload my photos. I could do it from the design library, but I could also just upload them directly from my computer. So that's what I'm going to do here, because ahead of time, I went ahead and got these all put together. So I'm going to upload. So there's our 10.
Nice.
And then we just kind of keep going down the list there. 10, 9. And then I'm going to show you this one, see if you like it. So for the last one, I did something a little bit different here. So I blurred the image, and then I said, view the full list on my website.
Dude, you could probably use that one on stories. Like check out the home I'm going to have on in about later today. Here it is on my stories.
I liked it for stories. I thought this one was super versatile. I was even thinking run this one as a social ad, possibly. Maybe if we kind of get that cleaned up there, like crop that image. And so then I kind of have this collection that people can scroll through. And then ultimately what I want to do is link them back to my website. So I have this list here, where we have everything kind of in a line, and then we have the map view. So now if I copy this URL, copy, and then I paste that into command, that's going to be like where people kind of follow off. And then they'll see the site, and then it'll ask them if they want to sign up. So it's kind of just a great way to introduce people into our ecosystem as well.
That's so good.
So for a personal post, what do you want to make the description and the caption here?
Is this for one in general? Or
yeah. So yeah, like
it would be like number 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Check out my top 10 favorite homes. This one's number 10, something like that.
Perfect. All right, and so then we set that up to go out on Monday. Right, and so we could schedule that post. We can set the time, choose the channels, schedule. Boom, locked in. And then it's really easy to now just kind of go up and down, just this like little schedule here, making sure that we have a post for every day. And so it's a really clear view of what you have lined out. So it'll show up like this, and then you can have them just all the way up and down. So we could do that for all of them.
Beautiful. I love it. All right, let me see. Did we wrap up here?
Cool. I got one quick thing, cool. And it's related, and it's literally just right here.
Awesome.
So what I would actually focus on are these quick posts. These are just like really quick, shouldn't take you longer than 5 seconds. But this is a neighborhood video that we can actually customize for whatever area that we want. But we can also utilize these quick posts for our app. So let's say we want to use this one.
Mm-hmm.
We've now put together this little quick little description already populated in the photos there. All we have to do is swap in the link for our app, and then we can schedule that out.
Dude, that is so easy.
It's incredible. And these actually update. They put new ones up here. And that neighborhood video is really cool. We can narrow that into any area that we want and just kind of make it one of our regular posts there.
Cool. And for those of you that got lost, it's under campaigns under social posts. Not very hard on this one. Campaigns. There it is, and social posts. Easy. You cannot get lost on this one. That's where you are. Blake, that was good, man. We got a couple of questions. Let me see if we can answer them and then wrap up. Guys, for those of you who came in late or missed any part of this, it is recorded. We'll post it up onto our YouTube channel. You just have to subscribe so that you know when something comes up. How do we create? Oh, did we? And let's see. Is this not available for Instagram for auto posting? Nothing is available for auto posting to Instagram. It's the closest thing you have are two things. In some cases, you have this company called Back at You Media who auto posts to Instagram. They have permission from Facebook. And then the other one that I thought had permission that got it very recently was Hootsuite. Other than that, nobody can auto post to Instagram. It's just a notification that comes to your phone. And you're like, oh, okay, got it. I can just copy, paste it. That's how it typically works. But if I'm wrong on any of those, let me know. have a prize for engagement. Coco, great idea on prizes. We run prize that we run that often. Bitly, I think there's a charge. There's a charge for shortening links through Bitly if you want to do more than a certain amount of customized links. So you can go on there for free and use it. Other than that, I think we covered everything. Those were all repeated questions. Blake, anything you want to add, my friend?
Nothing to add here. Just kind of really impressing the fact that that design section in Command is just a content creating machine. There's just so much there that you could dive into. There's no excuse to have a bare Facebook page.
Dude, I agree with you on that. And for those of you who missed any part of this, which you probably did, and you want to slow it down, I'm going to put the link up one more time in the chat box. Go ahead and click it, save it, click the little bell. We'll have this up by tomorrow. Blake, thank you so much, dude. Good job on this.
Thank you.
Crushed it.
Crushed it. Another one in the books, huh?
That's right.